Okay, so forget what you've seen in the movies. We are talking about the next great technological race, and it's one that is going to fundamentally reshape our physical world. This is the race to build the humanoid robot.
And the stakes? Well, they couldn't be higher. Just look at this number, $30 trillion. That's the estimated size of the global labor market. That's what's up for grabs. So this isn't just a race for innovation, you see. It's a race for economic supremacy.
For years, we've watched AI absolutely conquer the digital world, right? The world of bits and bytes. But the game is changing. That intelligence, it's now moving from our screens into the physical world. The AI brain is finally getting its robot body.
And this is what that looks like. A global competition, a showdown between nations and corporations, all trying to create the ultimate general-purpose machine, a robot built in our own image.
So what's really driving this trillion-dollar race? Let's break down the forces that are fueling this explosion of interest and investment. You know, it's really a perfect storm. For starters, generative AI is giving these robots a mind to learn and adapt like never before. Then, you've got the hardware, the body. Its cost has just plummeted, down over 40% in just a few years. At the exact same time, we're facing huge labor shortages. We're talking an estimated 8 million manufacturing jobs going unfilled by 2030. And finally, there's this big geopolitical push to bring industries back home, reshoring, which creates this massive demand for automation.
And the predictions for the scale of this are just staggering. I mean, listen to this. Elon Musk, who's building the Optimus robot at Tesla, thinks we'll see over 1 billion humanoids by the 2040s. 1 billion! To put that in perspective, that's more than the number of cars on the entire planet today.
Now, this isn't a race with just one or two runners. Oh no. It is a crowded field of global super teams. So, who are the key players? Now, this might actually surprise you. When you map out the entire value chain, and that's everything from the tiniest sensor to the finished robot, a whopping 73% of the companies involved are based in Asia. And China alone, it accounts for 56% of that entire ecosystem. This isn't some future prediction. This is the supply chain reality right now.
So on one side, you've got these established giants like Tesla, Toyota, and Xiaomi pouring resources into development. But then, on the other side, you have this thriving world of agile startups, companies like Figure AI, Sanctuary AI, Agility Robotics, and they are attracting billions with a B in investment from the biggest names in tech, Microsoft, Amazon, NVIDIA, you name it.
Okay, so we know who is building them and why. But what exactly is a humanoid? And why is this specific human shape so important?
For decades, we've had these specialized industrial robots, and they're amazing at doing one simple, repetitive thing. But that's also their biggest weakness. They're totally inflexible. If you change the task, you have to change the robot, which could mean re-engineering the entire factory. Humanoids promise something completely different: versatility.
And this quote really captures that aha moment. Why build a robot that looks like a person? Well, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang put it perfectly. Because we built the world for ourselves. Our factories, our warehouses, our homes, they're all designed for the human body. A humanoid robot doesn't need us to rebuild the world. It's designed to fit right in.
So, when you get right down to it, any humanoid can be broken down into two main systems. You've got the brain, which does all the thinking, and the body, which does all the moving. The brain is where all the AI magic happens. We're talking about massive AI models, complex software, and those advanced chips from companies like NVIDIA that let the robot see, understand, and decide what to do. And the body, well, that's a marvel of engineering. It's this incredibly complex system of actuators that act like muscles, gears that control motion, and sensors that give it a sense of touch and balance. This is where a digital command from the brain becomes a real physical action in our world.
But this technology, it doesn't exist in a bubble. It's deeply tied to geopolitics. For some nations, this isn't just a corporate race. It is a state-backed mission. And no country has been more open about its ambitions than China.
China has a national strategy they call embodied intelligence. And let me tell you, this isn't just about building a few cool robots. It's a government-led mission to build a completely self-sufficient tech ecosystem, from the AI chips all the way to the robot operating systems, with the explicit goal of dominating the global robotics industry.
And the data shows this strategy is already paying off in a big way. Just look at the patents related to humanoid tech. China is in a league of its own, with nearly 4 times as many patents as the United States. That's a massive lead in the foundational ideas.
Their strategy covers everything. They wanted to develop their own AI models, become totally self-sufficient in AI chips, create a national robot operating system, and standardize all the key parts. The goal is crystal clear: control the entire supply chain, set the global standard, and achieve ultimate hegemony over this entire industry.
So let's zoom out. Regardless of who wins this race, what does the finish line even look like? What's the real impact going to be on our jobs, our economy, and, well, our society? The economic projections are, once again, just enormous. In the US alone, humanoids are projected to have a nearly $360 billion impact on wages by 2040. And by 2050, that number could soar to $3 trillion as these robots get integrated into more and more industries.
But what does this actually mean for us, for human workers? It's not going to be an overnight switch. The transition will probably happen in stages. First, humanoids will take over the dangerous, dirty, and just plain dull jobs. Next, they'll step in to fill critical labor shortages in places like manufacturing and logistics. And finally, they're going to create entirely new kinds of jobs, high-skilled roles focused on managing, programming, and maintaining huge fleets of robots.
So this is where we are. This is the pivotal moment. For the first time, the abstract power of AI is connecting with a physical body that can actually act in our world. This convergence of brain and body, it's not science fiction anymore. It is happening right now, and the global race to invent our robotic future is officially on.
So I'll leave you with one last, and I think critical, question to think about. As these machines become a fundamental part of every single industry, from making cars to taking care of the elderly, the company or the country that controls their core technology, they won't just own a new market. They will own the operating system of our physical world. And who that will be is still very much up for grabs.